you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind, just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in small, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lights, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
Hello and welcome to the San Siro here in Milan, home to both AC Milan and Internazionale, and the venue for the 2016 Champions League final. The teams then, Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. Madrid decide to name a starting 11 that looks like this. Keylor Navas keeps goal. Sergio Ramos, Pepe, Daniel Carvajal, Marcelo, Casemiro, Modric, Toni Kroos, Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema tasked with leading the line. Got things underway. The neighbours of Madrid, the capital derby, so much at stake when Real face Atletico. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Fernando Torres is...
And he's done it!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Well, I thought it was very well worked on the right side, but don't underestimate the volley. They can be a difficult skill.
Atletico Madrid didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Griezmann pushes it out wide. Where to from here? Tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Marcelo pumps it forwards. Hit long and direct. Away from immediate danger. Cristiano Ronaldo. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Gabi, forward it goes. Fernando Torres plays it long. Torres. Casemiro passes it through. It's Benzema! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. It's Casemiro. Jesus Gomez gets into the right position to intercept. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Torres. Sergio Ramos with a delicate ball. Toni Kroos with the ball through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! He scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Coco. Torres gets into it. Casemiro, he's the guilty party there. Jimenez charges in. Gabi. Long and high towards the flank. Gabi looking to run onto it. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Griezmann tries to get some whip on it. Oh, surely! Has gone out. In he goes again! This could fall anywhere! Looks like a good ball through. Oh, good interception. Gabby. Griezmann. Now the pass. Real Madrid got lucky. They have escaped lightly. Toni Kroos. Can he finish? Griezmann has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
I suppose the consolation here is that at least he hit the target, but I think he knew that because of the contact. His effort lacked the power.
In it goes! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, in a tight game like this, there was always going to be little to separate them, but he really made that count.
It's Benzema! Goal! Real Madrid! And they get themselves in front! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Real Madrid take the lead.
Listen, it's no surprise to me as to who scored the goal. When you look through this team, he's the standout performer with a whole repertoire of different talents. He'll do for me every time.
Looks to slip it through. Bale. Bale! What about it? And already they're looking to run away with it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Real Madrid are 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they've opened a nice gap at this stage, but there's nothing to stop them from trying to widen it a little further.
Bale. Tries a through ball. The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw. Promising cross. Godin gets it away. And it's Griezmann. Defenders on the back foot. Sergio Ramos demonstrates his quality. Daniel Carvajal goes long. It's a decent ball. They are running riot! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Real Madrid blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Griezmann. Pepe is steaming forward, looks to dink one in. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Felipe. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're off again. Okay. Fernando Torres. Koke. Ferreira Carrasco. Now it's Torres. Felipe passes it through. Played out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Toni Kroos. Marcelo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Who's going to make this theirs? He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Godin. Jimenez. Ferreira Carrasco with the ball through. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Chip through, Benzema, it's Benzema! You can sense that sigh of relief coming from their dugout.
Well, a warning like that must be heeded. They now know how good this team can be on the break, so measures have to be put in place to guard against that happening.
Goalkeepers to play. No, that's not the ball he wanted. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Modric tries to get it forward quickly, and he's cut it out. Goalkeeper's ball. Koke. Modric hurtles into the tackle. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Real Madrid have a sub ready to come on. He goes long. Now here's the through ball. Bale! No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Real Madrid tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Koke tries to switch the play. Now the pass. Kovacic keeps everyone guessing. Well read, he sorted that out. Can he get the shot away? World-class Karim Benzema! Wow, he was never going to miss from there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Real Madrid totally rampant here. Jimenez. Koke. Godin. Koke. Isco. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Atletico Madrid have a free kick. Isco looking to penetrate opposition lines. Looks like a good ball through. Nicely controlled. Gabi. Jesus Gomez, aimed long and direct. Has he picked him out? Big chance! One-on-one! He scored!
Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside, and he's still a lot to do, you know, and I think he's tucked that away really well.
Atletico Madrid playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Loose. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Clears it out of harm's way. Jesus Gomez. And it's Griezmann. Looks to slip it through. Kovacic tries a long pass towards the front. Cristiano Ronaldo with a long pass. Tries to stroke it through. Atletico Madrid looked all at sea and terribly vulnerable, but they've got away with it. Griezmann, he's made certain that won't get through. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Godin is long and forward. Well, they could break here. Real Madrid somehow escaped the danger. That was a tight call though. Now the pass. Managed to get it away. And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Real Madrid with a chance here to increase their lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Cristiano Ronaldo! And through to the goalkeeper. Carvajal passes it through. Here it comes. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's missed it. Atletico Madrid can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Gabi, and that is that. Real Madrid were irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless, only ever one result, a comfortable win. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Listen, I've experienced the highs and the lows of derby clashes, and I can tell you that when you win one, it's pretty special. There's so much.
Hello and welcome from the St Jakob Park, the home of FC Basel. And here we have Liverpool against Sevilla. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
We can have a look at them now. Underway. He's gone for it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, such a good ball to get him through. Showed real vision and awareness then in trying to pick him out. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Now the pass. Keeper's ball. It's a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Rami. Federico Fazio. Carrizo. Very well to intervene. Konoplyanka, Carrizo, Reyes, Federico Fazio. Carriso. Liverpool pressing with energy in the opening moments of the game. Rami. Lallana! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think you can only praise that sort of alertness and the way he almost knew what was going to happen, and he got there really early. That was top stuff for me. OK, they've missed a couple of chances so far, but you can take nothing away from their spirit and desire. They look as though they want to go on.
Reyes. Nzonzi. Carriso. Nzonzi. Prondelli. Nzonzi. It's Sturridge! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Liverpool break the deadlock.
We know they're in control now, but they can't let their concentration drop, not one bit.
So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Konoplyanka. Federico Fazio. Nzonzi. Rami. Reyes. Carriso. Prondelli. Llorente. Jordan Henderson. Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Reyes. Rami. Carriso. Llorente. Carriso. Now it's Konoplyanka. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Good steal, he just read it. Rami does well there, alert. Prondelli. Rami. Reyes. Tries a through ball. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot, it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
Carriso. Nzonzi. Reyes. Carriso. Reyes. Carriso. Konoplyanka. Federico Fazio. Liverpool are in control here on the brink of half-time. Nzonzi. Rami. Nzonzi. Konoplyanka. Llorente. Konoplyanka. Lallana with a delicate ball. He spotted the run and played him through. And through to the goalkeeper. Nzonzi. Questions were asked. He's given the answers. Tries lifting it over. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Sturridge showed superb vision and awareness there in executing such a delightful little chip that took out a whole defence to find the runner. Shame it just couldn't be finished off.
Nzonzi. That'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Liverpool go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Liverpool carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Carrizo, Federico Fazio, Nzonzi, Reyes, Carrizo, Rami, fine defending there. Nzonzi, Carrizo, it's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Rami, Federico Fazio. Tries a long pass towards the front. Another piece of really good defending. Kolo Toure. Lallana. Hit long and direct. He's made certain that won't get through. Federico Fazio. Nzonzi. Deli. Federico Fazio. So still just a goal between them. Konoplyanka. Be a throw-in. We sit high. Kolo Toure looking to run onto it. Yes. Lucas sliding in. So we've reached the hour mark. Liverpool get dipped into their subs. Philippe Coutinho plays a clever pass. It's going to be another throw. Chance! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Deli. Carrizo. Rami. Carrizo. Federico Fazio. Konoplyanka. Carrizo. Passes it through. Looks like a good ball through. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Eyed pumps it upfield. Carrizo. Federico Fazio. Konoplyanka. Milner looking for options. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's Llorente. Llorente plays it out to the wing. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? And that's a throw. Liverpool have a sub ready to come on.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Chip through, and it's Origi. Sevilla to retain the ball, but seemingly in no rush to break forward. Federico Fazio. Konoplyanka. Carrizo. Nzonzi. Reyes. Nzonzi. Rami. Nzonzi. Rami. Liverpool still 2-0 up and looking now to see it through. Milner with a delicate ball. Good strong hand by the keeper. The defence can get it clear. Allen. Now it's Origi. Fine defending there. Goalkeeper's ball. Vitolo. Crondelli. And it's Crondelli. Looks to slip it through. He's played him through. Konoplyanka. Kolo Toure looks to dink one in. Nzonzi. Federico Fazio. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Crondelli. Llorente. Konoplyanka. Milner with the ball through. Rami. Vitolo. Oh, he's come up against a brick wall there. Nzonzi puts forwards. The final whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Liverpool have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
A ground that barely needs an introduction, the grand theatre for many a footballing drama. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. And our live game is Manchester United against Manchester. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The lineups we've just been given. we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with the speed of movement, technical strength and finishing ability that he possesses? All I'm saying is that I'm glad it's not me trying to stop him.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Delph. Yaya Toure. Zabaleta. Boots it upfield. Silva looking up to see who wants it. Well played, he saw that coming. Sterling flips one over. And that's a goal kick. Fernandinho. Delph. Yaya Toure. Zabaleta. Silva. Yaya Toure. Fernandinho with the ball through. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Aguero. Aguero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kolarov could try cutting inside here. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And it's been taken short. Memphis Depay looks to dink one in. With a delicate ball, Otamendi positions himself well and cuts it out. Manchester United still to register a shot on target. Schneiderlin. Rooney. Plays a clever pass. The defence can get it clear. Defence has got rid of that. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Tries a through ball. It's Memphis Depay! Goal! Manchester United! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Manchester United break the deadlock.
Yeah, they may have got the lead, but that next goal now is absolutely crucial to the complexion of this one.
Now the pass. Silva looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Rooney. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Be another throw. Sterling, Aguero, Silva! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Otamendi. Delph. To Kolarov. Fernandinho, and it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Aguero. Kolarov. Sterling. It's a loose ball. Sterling. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Good idea, just poorly executed. Zabaleta. Yaya Toure. Kolarov. Fernandinho. Manchester United are leading with half-time drawing close. Silva, face-to-face with his opponent. Otamendi. Fernandinho. Delph. Silva. Yaya Toure. Fernandinho. Zabaleta. Passes it through. Out towards the flank. It's Aguero! It's come loose. Valencia. Looks like a good ball through. Now here's the through ball. It's a throw. Manchester got lucky. They have escaped lightly. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Hit long and direct. Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Schneiderlin does well to read it and intercepts. Delph. To Michaelis. Sterling. Darmian cuts it out. There is the half-time whistle.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Manchester United leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. Manchester United carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Aguero. Yaya Toure. Darmian. Schweinsteiger. Juan Mata. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Fernandinho. Otamendi. Delph. Otamendi. Silva. Manchester keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Zabaleta. Fernandinho. Zabaleta. Silva. It's Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Darmian does well there, alert. Looks to slip it through. Keeper's ball. Very well to intervene. Manchester United just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Ball's out on the left now. Otamendi. Just about up to the hour now. Sterling. To Michaelis. Delph. Otamendi. Fernandinho. To Michaelis. Kolarov. Manchester United get dipped into their subs. Demichelis. Kolarov. Fernandinho. Zabaleta. Silva. He's long and forward. Zabaleta. Tries a through ball. Zabaleta. Yaya Toure with a delicate ball. Manchester United look as though they're about to make a change. And it's Aguero. Schneiderlin. Sterling. Delph. Sterling. Demichelis. Kolarov. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Rooney with the ball through. Whipped in. Zabaleta. Yaya Toure. Fernandinho. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Otamendi. Demichelis. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Zabaleta. Navas. To look inside the box. Keeps everyone guessing. Martial gets into the right position to intercept. Schneiderlin. Manchester United leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Very promising.
I thought it was good vision, but the execution was poor.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Delph. Now the pass. Navas, he's onside. Aguero has a go! Oh, didn't catch it right. Well positioned to make that interception. And the Herrera. Oh, good interception. Manchester United just have to run down the clock. Tries to dink it in. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Looks to thread it through. Good ball. Now it's Rooney. Rooney.
Well, I suspect there'll have been a few nails chewed off during that attack, and how they survived, I'm not quite so sure. But their lead is intact, and that's all that matters.
Going for goal! Ball's loose, who's getting there? It's in! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Hart reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Fernandinho. And there goes the final whistle. Well, the manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. The end of the game. Reflections?
Listen, I've experienced the highs and the lows of derby clashes, and I can tell you that when you win one, it's pretty special. There's so much.
Of all the grand stadia in world football, none more impressive than this. A very warm welcome to all of you from the San Siro in Milan. And here we have AC Milan against Inter. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
A derby with a century and more of tradition, Milan's special occasion, Rossoneri Nerazzurri. The lineups for this game. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'm going to go with Mauro Icardi. He was an absolute phenomenon at youth level and highly sought after from a young age. Agile, intelligent, and a real hunger for goals. And he has all the makings of a footballing giant.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Who's going to make this theirs? Oh, good interception. Felipe Melo. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Alex Telles. Juan. Alex Telles. Ada. Tries to dink it in. It upfield. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Looks to slip it through. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Felipe Melo, and it's Nagatomo. Now it's Palacio. Bonaventura with the ball through. Nice little flick. He's managed to get that all wrong. Alex Telles. Quarter of an hour played.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it needs livening up.
Tries a through ball. Antonelli crosses into the box. Felipe Melo gets good distance on it. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Jeffrey Kondogbia knocks it away. And that wasn't far away.
Oh, it was almost a beautifully placed shot. He's so unlucky not to see that go in.
Nagatomo. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Where to from here? Boateng passes it through. It's Balotelli! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off him.
Jeffrey Kondogbia. Chant. Felipe Melo. Bonaventura knocks it towards the front. Looks like a good ball through. Balotelli unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's made certain that won't get through. Now the pass. Nagatomo. Palacio. Looks to slip it through. Now it's Icardi. And the flag has stayed down. Tries one! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Speculative strike. Now it's Bonaventura, well positioned to make that interception. Palacio plays a clever pass. The defense looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Juan gets into the right position to intercept. Looks to thread it through. Balotelli. And the ball's come out. Honda delivers. It's there to get rid. Boateng. And Danovic deals with it effortlessly. Palacio. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Palacio. João Miranda, Jeffrey Kondogbia, and it's Icardi, Alex Telles, De Chilio, spoon forward, and that'll be the last act of the first half. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, that half-time dressing room now should be full of encouragement from the way they finished the first 45 minutes. They must restart with the same level of intensity, though. Any drop and they're going to let this opposition off the hook. They really have to make it count now.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Felipe Melo, Nagatomo, Palacio, Eder, now it's Icardi, Eder, Alex Telles, Eder, Palacio, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Palacio showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Boateng tries to get it forward quickly. Juan can hoist it clear. Antonelli pumps it forwards. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Now it's Poli. Goes for it! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. Melo.
Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Now, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Going for goal! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Honda tries lifting it over. Played out to the right. Honda delivers. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Well played, he saw that coming. Milan still contemplating when to use their last remaining substitute. Now the pass. Nagatomo. They scored early in the second half to give them a 1-0 lead. Now it's Icardi.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Alex Telles. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Icardi. With the ball through. Palacio gets flagged offside. Milan have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. You can sense that sigh of relief coming from their dugout.
Well, a warning like that must be heeded. They now know how good this team can be on the break, so measures have to be put in place to guard against that happening.
Hoists it high. Icardi with a shot! That is brilliant! Mauro Icardi! Inter are back in business! Jim, your thoughts?
Well, we've just seen intelligent football from intelligent footballers. That's honed on the training ground and lovely when it comes off on match day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, we thought that this one would be close between two strong sides like this, and I think that just goes to prove it.
Jeffrey Kondogbia. Well, that's where he wants it. Peter. Mauro Icardi passes it through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Special! A finish of true class!
Unbelievable.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And the volley. An absolute thunderbolt. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Unbelievable.
AC Milan are all square. As long-range strikes go, that is a belter, just brilliant.
Well, there was no pressure from the defence, and you have to say they were actually asking for that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Mauro Icardi floats one over. Looks like a good ball through. What a throw in. Bonaventura. Now it's Packer. Menez. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Yes, and what a battle this has been. Neither is showing any sign of backing off. It's a tribute to wonderful attitude to put everything they've got into attempting to gain that vital edge.
And it's Icardi. Honda tries a through ball.
Hey there, can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that, so I think they're defending him very, very well.
It is now or never. Time is against them. He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And Honda! Can he finish? It's in! The ultimate captain, leading by example.
Well, listen, when you've got a captain who thinks that good enough, is not quite good enough has made all the difference here. This guy wants to hit the heights every time he plays, and he's just done so again.
Handanovic reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out? There will be 4 extra minutes. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Honda plays it long. Deftly done. Carlos Bacca! It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Carlos Bacca is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Juan positions himself well and cuts it out. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan winners after an absolutely outstanding game. Fabulous drama as they dragged it back from behind, made it happen and won. Well, how will we look back on that?
Listen, I've experienced the highs and the lows of derby clashes, and I can tell you that when you win one, it's pretty special. There's so much at stake.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Barcelona against Real Madrid. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium. I've been hit by it too.
Well, you can feel the sense of occasion here. El Clasico, one of world football's great occasions. No rivalry more intense. We can have a look at them now. Bravo keeps goal. DK, Mascherano, Daniel Alves, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Iniesta, Rakitic, Messi, Neymar, Luis Suarez, tasked with leading the line. Real Madrid play away from home. Keylor Navas takes the gloves. Rafael Varane, Sergio Ramos, Daniel Carvajal, Marcelo, Toni Kroos, Modric, Isco, James Rodriguez, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema tasked with scoring goals. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Karim Benzema's worth a shout for me. For a big fella, he's very mobile, deceptively fast, and a fine goal scorer too. And if the supply to him is good here, he'll be looking for more than one.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Into the channel. Modric. Messi passes it through.
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. Suarez simply wasn't going to decline an invitation like that. He knows that they've got the passers in this side that will find him. And his job was just to make sure he didn't stray offside. And it worked an absolute treat.
Barcelona give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it? Toni Kroos. And it's James Rodriguez.
Well, he just ran down a cul-de-sac then. No wonder he lost the ball.
Steered out wide. Neymar beats the offside trap. Plenty waiting in the middle. Neymar! This could fall anywhere! And he's straight offside. Barcelona have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Always when you score early, it gives you such a lift and it casts doubt in the minds of your opponents at the same time. And that pretty much sums up the difference in what we've seen. One team assured, the other a little unsure.
Sergio Busquets, who's going to make this theirs? Neymar is on his own.
Well, that was a really open one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Barcelona scoring in the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Toni Kroos. Marcelo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Isco, chip through. Can he find a finish now? There's a goal! Real Madrid are level.
Wonderful stuff, and it was all about quick thinking and even quicker feet, but you have to ask questions as to how he got through.
Real Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, in a tight game like this, there was always going to be little to separate them, but he really made that count.
Modric. Way through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball through, now it's Benzema, and he's onside! Looks to thread it through. Nicely measured pass, and he's there to cut it out. And he's there to hoof it away. That's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Big chance, corner. It's Busquets! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Modric. It's broken loose. Bravo, trying to get there. James Rodriguez passes it square. Oh, that's brilliant! A finish right from the top draw.
Unbelievable.
And the comeback is complete. That is fabulous. Just drink it in. He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Madrid take the lead.
Listen, it's no surprise to me as to who scored the goal. When you look through this team, he's the standout performer with a whole repertoire of different talents. He'll do for
it's a through ball. Jordi Alba looking for options. Looks to slip it through. Rakitic has been given offside.
Well, I thought he was onside, but the decision is for the referee's assistant.
Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Deftly done. And that should be the keepers. Modric. Get a throw in. Aim forward. Oh, good interception. PK floats one over. Cut out in the nick of time. Barcelona in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Rakitic played out to the wing. Rakitic looking to get on the end of this. Neymar. Chance! And the keeper turns it behind. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are back in business! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Messi is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, we thought that this one would be close between two strong sides like this, and I think that just goes to prove it.
Chip through. PK cuts it out. Now the pass. It's James Rodriguez. Looks like a good ball through. What an adventurous run from a defender. Luis Suarez. The first 45 minutes are up. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
En el marcador se puede ver un plano de las diferentes zonas del estadio.
To stroke it through. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That really should have hit the net. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Real Madrid can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Modric. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Neymar, Toni Kroos positions himself well and cuts it out. Neymar, Luis Suarez, dinks one in, face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's magnificent!
Yeah, and they may well have set their sights on an early second half goal, but it still needed a top player to produce a magical finish, and he may well need to conjure up another to add a little comfort to this narrow advantage.
Absolutely thundered in, keeper no chance.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Oh look, it's lovely having a player with such ability in your side. He's always capable of coming up with something important, and he's done it again.
Kroos. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Now it's James Rodriguez. Kroos! It's come loose. Looking for a decent ball in. James Rodriguez. Vermaelen with a long pass. It's a promising ball. Marcelo. Isco, aimed long and direct. Cristiano Ronaldo with the ball through. Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. That's not the ball he wanted. Daniel Carvajal tries a long pass towards the front, and that'll go straight through to the keeper. Sergio Ramos gets into the right position to intercept. Tries a through ball. Dinked in. Well played, he saw that coming. It's Isco. James Rodriguez. That's a decent ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Vermaelen looks to dink one in. Neymar with a delicate ball. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Isco pumps it forwards. Piqué demonstrates his quality. Barcelona somehow escaped the danger. That was a tight call though. It's Rafinha! Back of the net! And with that goal comes comfort! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Rafinha just knew instinctively where the ball was going to end up. That's clearly been worked on the training ground, and the understanding is pretty exceptional between them, and it was beautifully worked.
A change here. There's a man waiting to come on. Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they've opened a nice gap at this stage, but there's nothing to stop them from trying to widen it a little further.
Barcelona still have 2 substitutions up their sleeve. Isco Plays it over to the other flank. James Rodriguez passes it through. Oh, he's broken through. Kroos! And he's found the net! Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, we've just seen intelligent football from intelligent footballers. That's honed on the training ground and lovely when it comes off on match day.
Barcelona have a sub ready to come on. So he's got himself a goal, and now he gets himself an ovation on the way off.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and if that's the case, then he's doing the right thing.
Modric, Toni Kroos, Real Madrid getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Toni Kroos gets flagged offside. Sergio Busquets. It's Neymar! Should have put that one away.
What a huge let-off that was. Conceding them would really have left them a mountain to climb.
Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he could make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Daniel Carvajal, Modric, James Rodriguez tries lifting it over. Benzema is fouled. Now it's Benzema. Benzema showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looks like a good ball through. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
I thought it was good vision, but the execution was poor.
Well positioned to make that interception. Gets it upfield. Real Madrid can count themselves very lucky there. They looked fragile. And now they can launch a counter. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He's looking to get there first. Oh, too much weight on that. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Looks to slip it through. Sergio Ramos.
Well, time is running out. They need to start pushing forward.
Rafael Varane. Marcelo makes himself. The final whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Well, how will we look back on that?
Listen, I've experienced the highs and the lows of derby clashes, and I can tell you that when you win one, it's pretty special. There's so much at stake. It's almost a relief to get it over, and certainly can identify with the...
A very warm welcome to the Allianz Arena in Munich. And here we have Bayern Munich against Dortmund. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Bayern Munich Decide to name a starting 11 that looks like this. Neuer keeps goal. Badstuber, Javi Martinez, Jerome Boateng, Bernat, Lahm, Vidal, Robben, Ribéry, Muller, Lewandowski, tasked with leading the line. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I would say the very classy Marco Reus. He's a player who continues to highlight a real strength in German football with his irrepressible desire to get himself into the box. And he's become a top goal scorer as well.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Vidal. And it's Ribéry. Now the pass. Royce. Lewandowski, the ball through. Lucas Piszczek. Gone out for a throw-in. Badstuber, Lahm, Muller, Robben, it's Lewandowski! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Dortmund trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Bayern Munich have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Robben. Bayern Munich are out in front, sitting pretty already. Muller. And it's Lewandowski. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Vidal tries the route one option, and he's made certain that won't get through. Get that clear. Robben passes it through. Royce. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Vidal. Ribéry knocks it towards the front. Lewandowski! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Ross. Plays it out to the wing. And the flag has stayed down. He's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Whipped in. Royce. Ribery. Looks to thread it through. Very well to intervene. Lucas Piszczek. That's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Gets it upfield. Played out wide. He's got the ball glued to his feet. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. It's Royce. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Ribery. Bernat. Lam. Robin. Rafinha. Promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Lewandowski plays a clever pass. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in.
We hit half-time.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Bayern Munich leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Second half gets underway. Bayern Munich, a 1-goal lead into the second half. It's Lewandowski. Mats Hummels gets into the right position to intercept. Müller. Looks like a good ball through. And he's there to hoof it away. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
Bernat. Lam. Rafinha. Lam. And it's Rafinha. Clearance and very necessary. Tries a through ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Substitution for Bayern
Now it's Royce. They really are proving themselves to be solid all over the field. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Substitution for Bayern Munich.
So still just a goal between them. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Crunching tackle. Douglas Costa. Bernat. Douglas Costa. Tries a long pass towards the front. Firmly met. Get a throw in. It's Lewandowski! No, not this time.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Away from immediate danger. Royce boots it upfield. Another piece of really good defending. Bayern Munich still contemplating when to use their last remaining substitute. That had to be more accurate. Bad Stuber. Bernat. Spoon forward. Oh, good interception. That's Hummels. Dortmund make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Lewandowski. Lucas Piszczek. Royce. Fine defending there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Piszczek. Oh, they could break here.
Dortmund are not functioning with the cutting edge they need. We're seeing too much passing and not enough reward. It's time for more drive and certainly for more penetration.
Well played, he saw that coming. Looks to slip it through. And it's Royce. Out to the left it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Ball, who's going to get there? This is promising. Bad Stuber floats one over. He spotted the run and played him through. Bayern Munich, their final change. Gets up to head it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he could have made the game safe and he converted that. Such a big disappointment.
Bayern Munich leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Another piece of really good defending. Götze! Durham. Bayern Munich just have to run down the clock. Thiago. Now the pass. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, he's showing a distinct lack of urgency.
Well, look, that's what happens when you're caught in two minds. You just don't know what you're doing. It's all very neat football, but time is against them now, and they need to get the ball forward.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Götze. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's darted infield. There'll be a throw-in. Question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So that's it. It is all over. Bayern Munich, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle.
Look, it's a very fine win, but for me, the defence has been terrific in holding on to that lead.